Hey everybody, I've got a real treat for you today. I want you to stick around to the end of this video because I think this is going to be the most important video I've posted on my YouTube channel this far. I want you to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be providing personal experience throughout this whole thing. And you're definitely not going to want to miss this one. Share this to someone that you think could benefit from this. Maybe comment down below some of your experience with some of the stuff I'm going to talk about, and stick around and share it. Like and maybe subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. All right, let's get on into it. So this weekend, I was reflecting on why I don't drink. There's several reasons why I don't drink. I plan on making a video or two kind of detailing some of those reasons. Today I'm going to talk about one particular reason. And in my reflecting, I kind of came to one conclusion, and that conclusion was you can't see the forest through the trees. It's kind of cliche, but it's really powerful because if you think of the trees, right? So it's relative to your environment. So if you're a tree and all the trees around you are different, you kind of feel like an outsider. And it's kind of like, okay, you should get with the program and be with the other trees, or else, you stand out and you don't really want to stand out because you want to blend in. And so, it's like, get with the program. And so, if you're that tree, going with that example, you're going to think that what you do is not normal. And that, you should, whether it's drinking or doing something else, but that's not the full picture, right? The full picture is the whole forest, right? And you can't see the whole forest because of your, surrounding trees, your relative environment. So I was thinking about that today, and the main thing that comes down to is, for myself personally, I don't want what 99% of people have. And so, logically speaking, if I don't want what 99% of people have, I'm not going to do what 99% of people do, because if I do what 99% of people do, I'm going to end up with what 99% of people have, and I don't want that, right? And I don't think you'd want that either. If you're watching this video, there's something inside of you that wants greatness, right? Like, you want to do more, become more, be more. And you have that inner drive and that inner want to do something more with your life and what you have, right? To grow. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, thinking about that, your early years, especially your early 20s, is such a formative time, and the time that you have now is worth multiples of time you'll have later, right? Your early 20s are the time to build, right? Time to build your body, time to build your business, time to build your skills, time to build your communication skills, all that kind of stuff. Because all the stuff you have around you now, you can get it later, right? Alcohol, partying, whatever it is, you can do it later. You don't have to do it right now, because this time right now, when you're young, you're not going to be able to get this time back. Your life is like a 2x4. Okay? Follow with me. Stay with me here. So, with wood, you can always cut it shorter, but you can't cut it longer, right? Duh. So, the time you have now when you're young, you're making cuts, right? You're cutting that 2x4 to size. Maybe you're framing a wall, whatever it is. The 2x4 of your life, if you will. You can always cut it shorter, but you can't make it longer. And so if you cut it too short in your early 20s, you're not going to be able to get that mass, that length, that volume back in that 2x4. Right? Because your 20s is such it could be a more productive time than any other time in your life. And hear me out. So You have people that say, college, it's the best time of your life. You only live once. Your 20s, early 20s is the best time of your life. Enjoy it now because it's going to go. And when I think about that, I'm like, no. I hope to God my 20s aren't the best time of my life. What a sad existence. What a sad way of, like, how can you get excited about the future if you know that this 4 years that you're going to have at college or university is going to be the peak of your life, and it's just downhill from there. It's like, no thanks. Call me crazy, but I think being 30 years old with $2 or $3 million in the bank, and maybe you drive a nice car, I think having that could be a whole lot more fun than being a broke college student blacking out on your buddy's patio. That's just me, right? And I'm sure you probably feel a similar way. Because all the partying, all the alcohol, all the stuff you can do when you're young, like, you're still gonna have that when you're older. But you're just handicapping yourself so much if you spend that time dicking around doing stuff that's not gonna get you where you want to go in the future. Right? And that's like part of the thing with YouTubers in this space. And it's a great thing to see where there's people that are older than me, and they're like, okay, I screwed up when I was younger, and now they're older, and they're like, this is what I did, don't do these things. Which is great. It's great to hear that experience. It's invaluable. And then here I am, early 20s, and I haven't made those mistakes. And I don't say this to impress you at all. It's just like, you have no excuse now. Right? You have the older people that screwed up, and they say, okay, don't do this. And then I'm the younger person that's not screwing up, and I'm saying, don't do this. I'm here. I'm in the trenches with you guys. There's no excuses. Right? We have accountability. It's not what it's all chalked up to be. If there's so much more that you could give back. And this is one of the things that we have going on right now, is just a general lack of purpose and direction, especially among young men. There's that cycle. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times, and that cycle just repeats. And so what we have today is kind of just a general lack of meaning among young men. And you can see it in society. Why do you think we have the highest rates of depression, especially among young men, highest rates of suicide, all this stuff? It's heartbreaking, guys. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Because as a society, I think we've shifted to where we're focusing on the wrong things. We have all this instant gratification, social media, video games, just all sorts of things that just take your attention away and detract you from your masculine essence of driving and pursuing and doing something that's meaningful with your life. And all that stuff is, the video games, the partying, like, there's no real purpose to any of that. And so you're just kind of left, without meaning. Whereas, if you build your body, build your business, build your finances, it's like you have something to show for your work, in real life. And that's the essence of being a man, right? Is pursuing things, having a drive, having a masculine purpose. And that's kind of what we're lacking these days, is just having general meaning. Build your body, build your finances, write your goals down, pursue them. Because that's what's going to get us out of this current rut. I think currently right now, like, as much as, or as far as that cycle goes, is we're at the weak men stage right now. Right? If you are a young person and you don't play video games, you work out, you read and write your goals down, you don't party, you're an anomaly. There's not very many people like you. I'd say, in my own experience, maybe 5 to 10% or less of the population does that. It's sad, guys, and it's not that hard. It's not that hard to work out consistently, to go to the gym, to take a second just to sit down, evaluate what you want in life, write your goals down. Screw the social media, screw the instant gratification stuff. It's not going to get you anywhere. Man, the time you have when you're young, like, you're not going to get it back. And it's very saddening, guys. It's very saddening to see young people just waste their time, waste their potential on like video games and like screwing around, partying, alcohol. Sure, there's some people that can do that kind of stuff, but that's the exception. And I'm going to say, like, I'm not the exception, you're not the exception. Right? So that's kind of where it's at, guys. Little food for thought there. And there's other reasons why, that's just like one reason why I don't drink. There's other ones that I'll go into later in other videos, but I really hope this video has given you a new perspective. And more than anything, I hope it's given you hope and purpose to want to pursue greater things for your life, wanting to, maybe, I hope to God, like, after this video, you start going to the gym if you don't already. You start writing your goals down and figuring out what you want to do with your life. Because that stuff is so important, guys. We need strong men in this world. Same thing with a business, right? If you think, I'll just do my own little thing where I work my 9 to 5, it's a very selfish and greedy existence. Whereas if you were to build a business, if you build a business and you have more money, you can give back, you can help your family, you can help your friends. Like, some of the most giving people I know are some of the wealthiest people I know. Right? If you make just, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's like, what can you give? You don't have time because you spend it at work. And any extra money you have, you don't have it because you're spending it on, potentially dumb things that aren't going to get you where you want to go. You can't give. You can't help your family, when a financial struggle comes your way. You can't help your friends when a financial struggle comes your way. You have to be dependable and reliable. You have to be strong, right? Physically, mentally, that's what the world requires. And so I hope this video has given you a little perspective on that. And again, guys, it's all about accountability, right? There's older people that screwed up when they're young and they're telling you, here's my mistakes. Don't repeat them. Don't repeat them, guys. And then there's me. I'm younger. I haven't made those mistakes. Not to sound impressive or anything to you, but it's like you have no excuses now. So, and the reason why I make these videos is like, I feel like I've lived life a little bit of a different way than most people. And I think the knowledge that I have and what I've learned from that can help people. And that's what I want, guys. Like, I want a society where we have, strong men and men that are driven and, purposeful, and, we can uplift everyone in that process of making ourselves better, right? And restore order out of the chaos of life, right? A little Jordan Peterson for you. But that's going to do it, I think, for this video, guys. Please, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. Share this video to someone that you think could find it helpful. Like this video and consider subscribing to the channel if you like this kind of stuff. All right. You guys take care. Peace.